Hello, thank you so much for stopping by Jami Jo Sells Wax here on YouTube. We are a YouTube channel that is dedicated completely to Scentsy fragrance. I said we are a channel, but really it's just me. I'm the only one that you get, but I am here to share my love of Scentsy products with you guys. Most videos on this channel are talking about products or fragrance reviews, scent recommendations, different things like that. But today is going to be a little bit different. Today is a very special day. Actually, it was last Friday, but I forgot and didn't even realize when I was planning out last week's videos that it was my Scentiversary on Friday. October 20th is my 15-year Scentiversary. That's what we call it in the Scentsy world when you have an anniversary of the startup of your business. So instead of talking about products today, I am going to take you through a very short version and quick version of my Scentsy journey. We are going to take 15 years and try to get it into about 10 minutes. So here it goes. In August of 2008 is when I first found Scentsy. I found it at a craft bazaar. I was shopping with my mom and came across this table. Two girls were there selling Scentsy products. This was the catalog that they were selling from. This is a spring-summer catalog of 2008. It is so thin, so small, and all that was in this catalog was warmers. You can see how very basic they were. These were the fancy ones. Those are the fancy warmers. So a couple pages of warmers, 4 pages to be exact. There were the fragrance layouts just like we have now, but I want you to notice the bars. So they were not that really cool Scentsy shape. They were just like a square. And then there were a couple other items. A car candle, which is what we now call a scent circle, room spray, and then the Scentsy brick, which we still have bricks, but they look a little bit different too. That was it as far as products go. But I decided that this was the perfect product for my kindergarten classroom. We couldn't have candles and my classroom was really stanky. So I decided to go ahead and get one of these and give it a try. This is the warmer that I chose. This is called Shabby Chic. And I still remember that I got Clean Breeze, I got Simply Irresistible, and I got Cucumber Lime. Those were the 3 fragrances I chose to go with it. Purchased it, put it in my classroom, and it smelled dang good. Really good. So much that all the teachers kept flooding the hall asking what I had in my classroom. After deciding that I was going to host a party because I wanted to get some more stuff free, if I was going to market this stuff to all my friends, I might as well get some freebies. I called the girl that I bought my Scentsy warmer from and she completely blew me off. I wanted to have a party and it just never happened. So I finally found a consultant that would let me just borrow the testers and the catalogs. I set them up in the break room up at work and very quickly had $600 in orders. Now, I knew from looking at the catalog that it was only $99 to get started. Guys, it's still just $99 to get started. In 15 years, that hasn't changed. And the kit's gotten way better. So it was only $99 to get started. I knew from looking at the compensation chart that I was going to make more than that $99 if I signed up. I signed up. I took all those orders. They were my first launch party orders, even though I didn't really have a launch party. But I already earned the shooting star kit, and I was well on my way to doing really great. So the next month, I did nothing. I did absolutely nothing with my business. Guys, I'd done other direct sales. I really didn't intend a business out of this. I just thought it was a financially smart or tricky way that I could get more product for cheaper money if I signed up, because I was earning commission back. I was still getting the hostess rewards. I did not want to make a business of this, guys. But on month 3, a lot of my friends were like, hey, Jami, I need some more of that wax stuff. And let me grab another warmer. Then it was holiday time. It was time to start getting holiday gifts. Anyway, my sales just kind of happened in my lap. Since sales were doing well, I was making a fun little paycheck. Now, guys, a fun little paycheck. I was making like 100-ish a month, maybe a little bit more on certain months, but my friends started taking notice. Now, I was a public school teacher. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and things were tight. I mean, we weren't struggling, but things were tight. And that little bit of cash in my pocket allowed me to do a girls' night out or go grab me a new pair of shoes without really focusing on the family budget. So I was loving it. My friends were noticing it, and I had a couple friends jump on board with me. The next thing I knew, I was growing a business, like a legit business. I had a whole little team. My sales were regular because those people kept coming back to me. They kept recommending me to other people. They were booking parties because they wanted their free stuff. It was working exactly how the business was supposed to work because I was like, oh, maybe I'm onto something right here. So something started falling into my lap, but when that started happening, I jumped on board and started pushing it as well. I hit director. I'm trying to look here. I promoted to director in November of 2009. So a little bit after 1 year of joining the business. November 2009, I promoted to director. My husband was like, I don't think you're onto something here, and encouraged me to step away from the classroom. Now, let me tell you, I had gone to college for 5 years, had a baby in there too, but gone to college for 5 years to become a teacher. And that's all I had really ever wanted to do was to teach. And here I was teaching, but also stressed out of my mind and probably not the best mom because I was giving all of myself to the kids in my classroom and my kiddos were getting my leftovers. So maybe you're in the same boat. Maybe you're putting all of your heart and soul into your job and then your family is getting your leftovers. I think that's the best way to explain it. My husband, Paul, saw that if I stepped away from the classroom and focused on this business, that it could really grow. And I think he kind of knew that it would be better for me too. I was hesitant at first, but finally decided to turn in my teaching resignation in January of 2010. So not long after, like a year and a half after joining, I was finished with teaching. So May 2010 was the last day in the classroom. Guys, I am looking at a list here of all of the trips and accomplishments that I have earned in this business. There's so many because I can't remember them. There's so many. I want to let you know that on my website, you can look at this list. My website is jamijoesellswax.com. If you click the tab that says About Us, you're going to see this list and you're going to see the long, nitty-gritty story, some of which that I just told you. Here's the main thing. I took a chance. I took a chance and signed up for something that I was like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it did. Guys, you have to take a chance and at least try if you ever want to make your life better and do bigger things in your life. Here's the main thing that you're going to see when you look at this list. It is trips. Now, I absolutely love to travel. If I could get on an airplane every 3 months, I would be happy. And Scentsy really helps me live out that dream. Every single year, Scentsy has an incentive trip. We earn it through the fall season, and it typically happens in the summer. Some companies give away cars, some companies give away jewelry. Scentsy lets you earn trips. And that is one of the absolute best things that I love about my business. They have sent me to amazing places. I have gotten to tour Europe. I have had a trip to Costa Rica. I've gone to the Dominican Republic. I've gone to places within the US. I've gone to Nashville. I've gone to Vegas. I've gone to New York City. Super fun places, and all because of Scentsy. When I was teaching, my husband and I saved every penny that we had to go on a cruise for our 10th anniversary. That was like our first big vacation as a couple. We had done little weekend getaways, but that was the first big vacation. Since I've joined Scentsy, we have lost count of how many countries we've been in. We have lost count of how many trips that we've gone on. Now, not all of that is paid for by Scentsy or earned by Scentsy, but the flexibility of my Scentsy business allows me to travel and do those things as well. Here's what I want you to hear from me today. This could happen to you too. And I know you're thinking, oh, that happened for her. It's not for me. It's not for me. Guys, there is nothing special about me that is different from you. I grew up in Oklahoma, nowhere spectacular. I went to high school, went to college, got an education degree. That serves me in no way in my business. Okay, maybe teaching kids is somewhat like teaching adults too, so maybe it does serve me well. But you get my point. There is nothing that is special to me that you could not do. Maybe you're watching this video and you're like, oh, I could never be on camera like her. Completely fine. A beautiful thing about the Scentsy world is that you can grow your business however's best for you. We have people that grow their business by doing events and festivals. We have people that grow their business by doing gift baskets. We have people that grow their business by doing home parties, or some work just online through Facebook parties. You get to choose how this business can best serve you. And that's really what I want you to hear. This business can serve you instead of you investing all of yourself in a job that is going to do nothing but put money in somebody else's pocket. If you are going to sacrifice some of your time and some of your heart, it might as well be on growing your own business and serving yourself. If you guys have any questions about this, I would love to talk to you more. I could ramble all day long about how awesome Scentsy is, but I'm not going to do that because a lot of your questions are going to be specific to your situation, and I would love to talk to you about those. So you can text me anytime at 918-888-9690. Like I said, I do have a website. There is more information about the business. You can find that there. I also have tons of other videos right here on this YouTube channel about the benefits of the Scentsy business. If you're like, Jami, I got no questions, I'm ready to get going, just go to that JamiJoSellsWax.com, and up at the top, there's a button that says Getting Started. Click there. It's going to take you right through there. Guys, I love this business so much, and I'm happy to share this with you. Like I have said many times over, please reach out if you have any questions. Scentsy has completely changed my life, and it absolutely could do the same for you too. Guys, my name is Jami Jo, and I hope that you have a sensational day. Our government likes people to look for jobs and not opportunities. Therefore, I'm required to tell you that results are not typical. Now, let's take a second to look at what the word typical means. The definition of typical is usual, ordinary, or average. No, these results are not average. But if you're willing to put in some work and take a chance on yourself, these results are possible. I'm here to prove it to you. It happened to me, and it can happen to you. Check out this document for all the details.